It's the Green Rush Nation podcast. I just had the bluest dream that you've ever seen, and I can't believe that shit was green, cause it hit so clean, and my history is a mystery. I don't give a fuck, I just hit the tree on the 5th degree. We don't pit for free. If you don't got 5 shit, get up and leave. It's the Green Rush Nation podcast. Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy B Guns here on the Green Rush Nation podcast, the highest podcast in the world. Today we have a very special guest, someone that many of you may know and you may have tried his edibles. It's our boy Mike from Dulze.
Dulze, that's right.
What's going on, brother? How you been?
Loving life.
Absolutely, same here, man. Can't complain. This has been a long time coming. Ever since the network show, I've been trying to lock you down, but you're a busy man. You're a busy man.
It's a tough world out there in the
Absolutely.
industry, you know.
But I just found out, shit, you guys are pretty local. You're right down the block over here.
Yeah, we are. We're in Sun Valley, California.
Very
We've been up here for about 2 years now.
Okay, beautiful. And how do you like it up this way?
I mean, when I first came to California, I was in San Diego.
Okay.
So
Different vibe,
LA
for sure.
and San Diego, completely different areas, you know. So it's been a adjustment, but I love California overall.
Absolutely. Yeah. Same here. I'm from New York, so I'm from out of state. So coming here, man, the vibes are just, they're great. They're great vibes.
Yeah.
California vibes, you know?
It's true.
So here on the Green Rush Nation podcast, we want to take you back to the first time you ever had an encounter with marijuana. Do you remember the first time you ever smoked, and how did you do it?
Yeah, actually, it was in my college football recruit to Southwest Minnesota State University.
No shit. Okay.
Yeah, they gave me a call, and I got a chance to go up there on like a very special day for them. It was Hawaiian night.
Okay.
And man, I understood what a recruiting visit was. You know?
Shit.
So had a great time. I got introduced to it. It didn't really hit me the first time.
Okay.
I'm more of a drinker.
What did you smoke?
That's tough to say, man. But
Was it a joint?
It was a blunt. It was a blunt.
Oh, blunt. Okay, yeah, there you go.
It was a blunt.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
I love blunts.
I love blunts as well, man.
yeah.
Good old blunt. I love me joints, but a good blunt. Every
Yeah.
now and then, you just need that, you know?
That would be the first time I tried it, but the first time I got high was with just some homies. My dad actually got me like a big bag of some like break weed from across the border or whatever,
Yep,
but
yep.
it had some like orange peels and shit.
Hell yeah.
I took it to the homies. I was like, Psh, I got this. And they're like, okay, what are you going to do with it? I was like, let's smoke it, you know? And I was like, I can't get high. They're like, yeah, right. And they just started packing bowls and like 3-4 bongs, bowls, whatever going around. And yeah, that definitely got me to the next level. You know?
See, the thing about bongs, bro, there's no way that you like, there's no mistakes. You definitely inhale that shit, you know? On a joint, someone could, and maybe they didn't get it, but a bong, there's no question.
It's a different hit, you know, definitely.
Yep. I prefer a bong. When I'm alone, if I'm not like smoking with a lot of people, I'll just pack a bunch of bongs and be good to go, you know? And then I feel like it just saves weed instead of rolling 10 joints and smoking them to the face, you know?
I mean, bro, I do it all, to be honest.
Oh, yeah.
Blunts was my thing for the longest. It wasn't until I started like coughing up like Browns things and just like that type of vibe. And I was like, one day on one of my birthdays, I was like, Wiz Khalifa said, if I ain't smoking joints because there's not enough weed in it, I'm in California, let's test that. And yeah, bro, I learned how to roll really nice cones by hand, and that became my thing. And then now my brother loves blunts, so I know when I go to Texas or when they're around, we're smoking blunts. I'm always down to roll them and everything, but I'm a joint guy now for sure.
Okay.
And at the house, because I'm always busy, I don't really get a chance. Like, I'll roll my 6-7 joints, get them ready for the day, and get to it.
Yep.
But a good bong when I'm cooking and when it's on the go, you know.
Absolutely.
Sure. I use multi-glass.
Okay, shout out to multi-glass.
Multi-glass.
Hell yeah. Those bongs rip. I ripped one recently for the first time at an event, and I took a fat rip.
It's great quality. They clean up so well, so they look brand new every time. It takes seconds. Beautiful. Like, I'm a huge fan. This is my third one.
Okay.
I'm a little flat. You know, I'm big. I be breaking stuff all the time.
I do the same shit, bro. That's why I can't really get myself to invest in like really expensive glass.
Nah,
you know? 'Cause I know I'm gonna be like, fuck.
Nah, that's not me, bro. I can't do expensive things. I break them too easy.
100%. Same here. My little bong rips great. You know,
yeah.
It's perfect. Mm-hmm. So you're a chef by trade, correct?
Yeah.
And how'd you get into cooking?
So it's chef life.
Okay. Fuck yeah, I like that.
pretty much like I've always told the story of like I'm a kitchen baby, you know, like a lot of my family members are in the food industry to date. A lot of my cousins are executive chefs in other places. My mom, my uncle, my brother, myself. So it was always like in our DNA kind of thing. I learned that at an early age when I was in high school. I got to go, because of the credit situation, I got to go to halftime to regular high school, and then the other time for 2 years to like a prep school.
Okay, so like almost like a trade focused.
Yeah,
okay,
exactly.
that's cool.
Where, you know, sophomore year they took us on this trip, and I saw it. I was like, oh, I can be a chef. That's what I've always wanted to do. And I got to win some competitions, like be top 5 in the nation on my senior year.
Damn.
So like I got some scholarships for culinary arts, but I was also an athlete. You know, all city, all offense and defensive line.
So that's a hard thing to choose from, you know?
Yeah, exactly. So it was culinary program or JUCO or whatever scholarships were offered at the time. But then Southwest called. And Southwest is a Division II program in Minnesota.
Okay.
But they also had a culinology program. Culinology is the science of food.
Okay.
So they were sponsored by Schwann's. I don't know if you guys know, like the company that's brings you frozen, ready to eat food.
Absolutely.
So their main company is in Marshall, Minnesota.
Okay.
And they own that town and they make it a really nice town. So they made that program at that school to funnel people into their massive
So that's
company.
dope. So you got to go play football and live your dream of being a chef.
Correct.
Very
Except I was an athlete, so obviously football came first.
Of course, of course.
Student athlete was really hard in college. You know?
I was about to say, why don't you talk about that? Division II, first of all, no joke, bro. Like people are, oh, do you want to know, bro? Division II, even Division III, they're working you.
I mean, we just don't have the size, right? Like, I had all the accolades, but
absolutely,
I ran a 5 flat at 335 pounds.
Okay, damn.
You know, so like, I'm 5'11".
Yeah,
so it's hard.
Of course.
But I still got the opportunity. I did all.
What did those look like though? Were you guys doing like 2 days, 3 days, practices and shit?
Yeah, I mean, just depended on the coaching, because we had 3 different coaches in my career. So everyone had their own kind of way of approaching it. But yeah, I mean, school, you know, feeding yourself, working out, going to meetings, going to classes, going to lunch, going to practice, going to meetings,
That's
going
different,
to film,
bro.
Going to fucking baking class for 5 hours, like all in one day.
Yeah.
And then it's repeat and repeat and repeat. And I wasn't able to go back home for the summer. So for me, it was year round, right? I'm staying, I'm doing the programs, I'm being there with the team, working for the college.
That's a different kind of dedication. That just puts you in a different mindset off rip, you know?
I mean, I was independent since the grip.
Yeah.
You know, I've never really had like financial support besides people helping me here and there, but I've always had to work paycheck to paycheck, go to school, work at nights, overnights, like working with handicapped kids and just people that have needs. And, you know, wherever they needed big guys, you know, coaches would always help us get jobs to the people that need it, so it can make it easier, because like, it's not a D1 program. We don't get monthly stipends and we don't get free lunch.
Absolutely.
So all that thing comes from you know? Just freshman year, I got a dorm, but, you know, I had to pay back.
Of course.
You know,
so you go in debt to do it.
But it was a great experience. It was one of the most diverse universities in the country because of the hospitality program.
Interesting.
So I have friends from all over the world.
That's dope.
And I got to experience all kinds of environments: Indian, Russian, Nepalese, Somalian, Mexicanos.
So that program didn't only entice like athletes who wanted to pursue it. It enticed people that just wanted to do culinary in general.
Yeah, it's just a regular university. It's just that was my thing. So it was easy for me to be like, oh yeah, football, D2, you know, I deserve it. I you know, this scholarship, and then culinary. I was like, okay, like this sounds like a perfect match.
Absolutely.
And I got offered, and I took it, and I got my scholarships, and you know, I went out there solo dolo. I remember one of my quarterback from the year before was up in South Dakota at a D1.
Okay.
And he's like, I'm driving up there. I'll drive you as close as I can. I think I'm like 45 minutes from your college. I was like, Mom, this is it. I'm out.
Yeah.
And yeah, man, I loaded up my stuff. She made me this blanket, and Vámonos.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That's an experience too, man. College is a fucking
It
experience.
was cool, man.
And you said you started smoking there, right? That's where you started your cannabis journey?
Yeah, pretty much like getting over a big breakup, my high school breakup, whatever. I was a big drinker,
Okay.
always, but always with moderation. My mom always taught me, like, you control the vices never control you.
Of course.
So I always had that mentality of, like, I'm always in control of the situation. No one can ever get in the way of that. And, yeah, I dabbled into here and there, but always in control. To whereas other people could never.
Oh yeah, no.
You know, so
Especially being that young, bro. Like I thankfully didn't go crazy, but I was definitely excited to go drink on the weekends. You know, like I was one of those.
I mean, bro, I'm from the border, bro. At 18, we are drinking.
Oh yeah. I come from fucking New York on Long Island. We were drinking at like 16, 15. It was kind of sickening.
We're crossing the border from El Paso to Juarez, Mexico, and having drink and drown for $10.
That's crazy.
And we're juniors or seniors in high school, and we're partying with girls from Arizona State and all this, and it's crazy.
That's the best, bro.
You know, that doesn't happen now. That would never. Actually, we were like the last generation where like they started putting curfews after 10.
Really?
If you're underage after 10, you're getting in trouble. The whole city.
Interesting.
Because it got so big where all the high schools are going out there, you know, and partying.
I was doing the same shit, bro. I would just show up at college campuses, you know? I was like, yo, what's good? I'm in collge, you know?
Pretty much.
No one asked for ID.
Wild times.
Yeah.
But
Great times, though. Great times.
yes. So, yeah, that's pretty much like getting over the hump. My boy started. Plus, it's Minnesota, so, like, we're snowed in half of the time. So, like, the sessions there are different. Like, hey, match me, boom, okay. And then another person comes and matches, and then another person has a blunt already. And then it just becomes like a 4-hour sesh, you know, of just people in and out. Small community.
I love it.
And it was awesome. Great, you know.
How was the weed out there? Good?
Fire, yeah. I mean, there was everything. We obviously got an opportunity to bring in like super hydro when we were like when I was like a junior.
Okay.
Some farmers in Minnesota were already growing some of the best stuff I've ever smoked. And the strains were fire. Everything was great. And we kind of put that out there. And then not too later, the California boys came in, the new prospects and stuff, and they had all the connects. And then that game changed completely. Then, like it's just been a crazy trajectory on like seeing how cannabis moves, bro.
Oh, yeah. No, it's crazy.
It's crazy.
And at what point were you like, I want to get into this, you know?
At what point? So I graduated college. I went back home. I became a regular chef. I had an executive chef position at a young age at this restaurant there for like 2 years.
Okay.
And then, like I said earlier when I was talking to you before, I had a friend that came back with a DVD. That DVD showed like cannabis in general, and it was hosted by this old lady just talking about cannabis and all the different infusions.
Okay.
And she personally made a canna butter live. We're on the video.
Yep.
And I was just like, what the hell is this? This is how you make butter?
Yeah.
Boom, put it to play. Told my homie that was getting me my flour, like, hey, let me get the bottom of the shake of the bags. I'll turn it into some edibles. Made the best oil I've ever made in my life. And then made product. And then we decided, me and my best friend, to move to California and see what it would do.
Absolutely.
I made some cookies. I took them over to the border, across the border to my mom. Sat the fam down and I told them, hey, this is what's going down. I learned how to do this and I made these. And I'm going to go to California to figure it out.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? Your job and your position.
Yeah.
And, you worked for it and you're going to become a drug dealer. Blah. No, mijo, no. And I was like, Mom, it's not like that.
Yeah.
But just give me a little bit of time. Took some loans out, make sure everyone was good. Filled my car and took it over there. But by going across the border, showing my family what I did, they wanted to try it. My mom and my sister ate my mom 3/4 of a cookie. My sister a little piece. My grandma ate half a cookie. Her sister, my aunt, who's a nun.
Okay.
She had just gone out.
Okay.
She ate the other half.
Crazy.
They knew what it was and everything. We went out to eat at a buffet, Chinese. We love Chinese buffets, Mexicans.
Okay.
And everyone's talking, hanging out, having a good vibe. My mom's almost crying just seeing the interactions of my aunt and my mom, my grandma, because my grandma's like at the age where she's like, I don't want to go out. I've seen everything.
Yeah.
Everything, I've seen it. I don't want to do nothing. You know?
Yeah.
But she was like talking and hanging. Mom was like, what the hell is going on? And then I was sitting next to my grandma, and then she kept leaning into me and saying, I feel really good. I was like, yeah, the cookie, remember? But no, she's like, no, but I feel too good. This isn't going to last forever, is it? And then I look at her, I was like, if that feeling lasts forever, I'm a millionaire.
Yeah,
and
for
then
real.
We just started laughing. And then right after that, on the drive back, my mom was sitting in the back seat, and I could see through the rearview mirror. She was melting into the seat. And I'm like, Mom, open your eyes. She's like, what are you talking about? They're open. And everyone starts laughing, and I got to see like how it hit different people. Like,
absolutely.
For my grandma, I was like, she probably needed more.
Yeah.
Because she has polio.
Okay.
Sorry, I forgot to say she was like one of the last generations that got polio.
That's
so
crazy.
She's been in wheelchair her whole life.
Wow.
So to see that effect changed my whole life. I was
100%.
like, I did that.
So is your grandma like?
Yeah, that's why we're abuelita approved.
Beautiful. I love
Abuelita
it.
approved.
I love it.
People
So
are
you
always-
got her on that.
Yeah, no, well, she's the reason why I changed my whole life to pursue this cannabis life.
Absolutely.
In California, obviously. I didn't want to go nowhere else.
For sure.
Colorado was available and all this, but I knew
This is the spot.
this is it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's kind of when it first started, 11 years ago, 10 years ago.
Beautiful.
I've had Dulce for, this is our 6-year anniversary in the rec market, and then I had it another 2 in the Prop 215 time.
Congrats, brother.
So we were one of the brands that was local to be able to transition into the rec market, and I think that's why some people call me OG or like legacy or whatever, because has just been around that long.
Yeah.
Like, I might not be on the number side of things,
Yeah.
but on the presence and the perseverance of us still being here, self-funded, self-operated,
Yeah. No,
we do it all from scratch, from seed to pallet, from seed to sale, from plant to pallet, however you want to put it.
I love it.
We are one of the few.
And you can see what's sitting there on the table right there. What is that? You wanna
Yeah,
just
so
tell people?
the middle oil right there, extraction you're seeing is our full spectrum solventless coconut oil extraction that we make from indoor flower or rosin. It could be depending on the product. And it's just a way for us to extract all the cannabinoids from the series of flowers that I get from people. So like right now I see Josh Wax, Bear Labs, Pistol Whip, and Sky Club.
Okay.
So those are the 3 oils that are going out right now. It's all the same,
Yeah.
but it's from different farmers.
Absolutely.
So that's why our packaging on the back, it'll say farm specific
Okay.
to really showcase not just the strain, but who's making it, like who's growing the flower.
Absolutely.
Because strain names can come and go,
Oh yeah, absolutely.
but farmers, that's who we should be highlighting.
For sure.
And that's how I've always been able to show my respects of like I'm putting you on my back, not because of who you are, because I want the transparency for the customer to know, okay, it came from this farm.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yep.
Mike took it to his kitchen. He turned it into coconut oil without any machines or any technology or any reversal or any whatever techniques there are over there.
Yeah.
Radiation and no, I'm just kidding. I don't know.
Yeah,
Whatever.
absolutely.
There could be. You never know.
You never know.
To the most simplest way. My chef skills, a great farmer, and a licensed facility that lets me do amazing projects.
And a lot of love.
And a lot of love. Oh, yeah. I mean,
You could tell though. That you could tell.
That's just part of the game. If you don't have the love for it, you ain't going to make it, bro.
Hell no. Hell no.
Not 5 years like us.
Nope. Nope.
6
no
and
shot.
counting,
And when I saw you guys at the network show, the energy was just different. You're like, yo, bro, come here, check this out. I'm like, all right, cool. And then you had fucking mad flavors. And I just want to talk about, before we get into that, talk about the biggest transit. Like you guys transitioned from 215 to the legal. What was like the biggest transition you guys for you as an edible brand?
Money, right? The opportunity.
Okay.
Like, a person like myself shouldn't be standing here.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just a regular chef with a dream. And then other people believed in it, and they saw my situation of I'm not funded, and I'm too early to get funded. You know, like that's what my lawyer said. Like the last paycheck I got from a regular chef job, I literally cashed it and went to a lawyer to tell me about my brand. Told me about my brand. Where am I at?
Yeah.
You're screwed. I was like, what do you mean? He's like, well, first of all, what's up with the name? I'm like, well, Dulce means sweet or candy. He's like, well, isn't that with a C?
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, but is a C gonna look better than a Z on a shirt?
Yeah.
Nah, you know? So she's like, well, funny you say that because of that change, you're legal to go in the cannabis space because it's not referring to anything. Dulce doesn't mean anything with a Z.
Yeah.
So congratulations on that. First thing I was like,
sick.
and then what's the bad news? She's like, well, you don't have enough funds for the legal side. And you're too new to the black market.
Okay.
So I was like, fuck. So
fuck.
Yeah. So right after that, my brother's like, I think I'm gonna go back to Texas. I was like, bro, just hold on. I entered this competition. It's the High Times Top Cannabis Chef Competition.
Okay.
2018. It's sponsored by Magic Butter and High Times and all this.
Oh
like,
yeah.
If I get an opportunity, you don't know what can happen. So out of like 400 applicants,
Yep.
I got a chance to I made it.
Beautiful.
To the competition, and we couldn't get there.
Damn.
I didn't have enough money.
Damn.
So I had just broken up with my other girl at the time.
Shit.
But she was like my best friend from college at the time. So I was just like, you gotta hook it up. I need $120 so I can get to San Bernardino. What the fuck are you going to San Bernardino? I was like, just please help me out. Boom. Get the money, get my brother, go to competition, win the first day.
No shit.
And it's like, what the fuck? I was like, I don't know. Can I get another $120 for a hotel? Boom, got that. Won the second day, won the competition.
Crazy.
And that kind of just solidified me in the space.
Yeah.
And that same day, I just got to meet like some real ass people at the time, because obviously that transition made everything really rocky.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But some people tried to do it legal and they just weren't able to. Some people did it, needed to get more funds. You know how it all went.
Of course.
I just kept slipping through, like getting help and moving here. And this is my 6th year, and I've had 5 distros.
Okay.
So like it's been
So all stepping stones.
all stepping stones
Absolutely.
to where we are right now.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
And I love the product. The product's great. This is what I was going to mention before. You're one of the first products I've seen that does like the micro dose and then the whole dose. Do you just want to talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, definitely. Well, we started with when we were in the 215, we had still the same concept of like dosing correctly. So our gummies were only 50 milligram pack at 1 milligram gummy. We had a Rice Krispie treat that I was cutting out individually, stamping out to give you smaller pieces that were like 5 milligrams. We call them Fiesta Bites.
Okay.
And a 10 milligram vegan orange sugar cookie called polvoron in Mexican.
That sounds good.
The most delicious cookie we've ever made, but it's so tedious because they have to be made by hand.
Of course.
So we tested that out, you know, and when it became time to go to the rec market, we had to, because of the funds and everything, I had to be very selective on how to approach it, because I had 2, 4, 5 SKUs at the time, and they were all different things. So it would be different equipment for a different product, and I just couldn't do that. So our gummies is what made the most sense. We were the first bag with the custom shaped logo bag in the edible market. We had the lowest dose. We had the Mexican flavors. We had the full spectrum solventless coconut oil.
Yeah.
So to me, it just like checked too many things for me to not just go all in on the gummy market, because obviously that's been in the edible industry, that's been the highest
for sure.
growth. So we saw a window. You know, we saw a window, and we wanted to go after it, and we wanted to be different, and we wanted to teach and be educational and not just rec. And yeah, it looks fun and everything, but education has always been our number one thing, and that's why people really appreciate us for doing that, taking that extra step to cutting the standard 10 milligram gummy into 5 different doses, so that you can really learn how to control the high. Because once you learn how to control the high at a different situation, then you know exactly what's the number. You know, and some people want to do that, and some people want to indulge. So we started with the micros.
Okay.
We did that. It was the hardest sell for me for the first 2-3 years. Then we kept hearing, okay, something stronger, something vegan, something spicy. So then we came up with the mango chamoy, which is our top seller right now. Mango vegan gummy with a chili coat and that we make in-house ourselves. And then a chamoy coating that really helps it bind and give you that experience of like a hard, soft shell with a nice soft gummy.
Okay.
And then we have the mango chamoy on that flavor and the piña loca, which is the same flavor but pineapple.
Okay.
On the micros, we have chili watermelon, piña colada, horchata, and margarita.
Okay.
And the other thing that separates us is our coatings, right? Like besides the oil, which is the most important part, is like artisan, right? Like a specific chili blend for the chili watermelon. The piña colada has real shredded coconut pieces that are pulverized, so it gives you a different mouth texture.
Interesting.
Mouthfeel. Margarita is lemon, lime, tequila essence, and then on the outside is sweet, sour, and salty.
Okay.
So the salt just plays with your taste buds and gives you a different experience as well.
Absolutely.
And then the horchata, creamy, sweet, cinnamon sugar, a little vanilla, and then it also does really well with hot liquids. So it like melts in coffee or tea.
I see you do that a lot. I was gonna say you're trying to put people on to the whole wave of stirring in a couple cubes.
We've heard it all, bro. People just try different things and we love it.
Yeah.
So then we did the macro, and then we saw a lane. You know, kind of like how Jeter brought their minis, and then it became a SKU. We saw multiple brands doing the pie, the one piece, and again we were just like, okay, well, how do we get there? How do we make it different? How do we stand out? Well, we created a new extraction that blends our process with rosin extractors, and that's how we can get that potency directly to that one piece that breaks apart into 10 different individual pieces. But they're also chili coated, so nobody else is doing it like that at this rate.
I have not seen that. That's for damn sure.
Yeah. So and that was the whole idea, is like we want to just be the most flexible edible for anyone in the market that's looking for high dose, a standard dose, or something new.
Yeah.
The micros or a snack, right? Number one snack. I take these to like NFL games. Oh, the time of my life.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah.
And now question, just because the story you told me about the experience you had when you gave your family the cookies, is that why you came up with the idea for the different dosing? Because you saw how it affected your mom different and your grandma and everyone else. Yeah,
that was the idea on that. And then once I got to California and I started like getting California product and making the extraction, and I'm doing this at like apartments, you know, like I'm telling you, I'm blessed to be here. Like God
bless, brother.
These stories don't happen anymore, you know.
Yeah.
It's just not the same. But yeah, that's kind of where it's at.
Yeah. Any crazy memorable stories along your journey? Just anything in general.
Just at the beginning, I was getting hustled by anyone and everyone, right? Because I'm a nice guy.
You got to live and learn, though, right?
I'm a nice guy, and I think everyone's saying the right things, and you know, I get suckered into deals that I took L's on. And then it wasn't until I had one of my friends from college that was like, yo, my dad's in Chico, California, waiting for you. He's got everything you need. And I would say that's the wildest thing, right? Is just driving up there, NorCal, Mexicano, tatted up.
Yeah.
You know, it always raises flags. But I've always done things with a good heart, good intention, and to help people.
Yeah.
And I think that's why God or whoever's allowing me to do this the way that I am, because I'm not greedy. I'm not cutting corners. I'm literally just being an artist when it comes to my chef and what I've learned throughout the years. And we make our product better every year.
Absolutely.
Even the old SKUs, they become a little bit better.
That's good. If you're not evolving and getting better, then what are you doing, you know?
Exactly.
So what are things you're most excited for that you're coming out with this year? What are you have any new flavors or new products that you want to announce? Partnerships, maybe?
Yeah, actually, Is there any chance I can get the orange little pack that's in there? It should be kind of. Let me see. Sorry, I should have already had it out,
good.
but. So this will be one of the newest drops that we have coming out. It's a tropical fruit cart.
Okay.
So another spicy version of a 100 milligram banger. This was just more tropical. It kind of blends some peach and some passion fruit and just gives you those tones. But it's very complex. I'm very excited on how that came out to be.
Absolutely.
We hope. I mean, we're not sure. I'm hoping Cinco de Mayo weekend.
Okay. That'd be a good weekend of launch.
But it's there. It's doing its thing. We're also in another state, New Mexico.
Okay.
I'm from El Paso, Texas, so it was as soon as it became rec, it was very important for me to try to find a way there. And one of my right hands left the company like a few years back, and I told her like, I know you're going back home, but you know everything I know, and if there's an opportunity, I want to plug it in and have you run it and make it happen. And we were blessed enough to 2 years later, go through all the process that it's going to be about to be a year. To be a year.
Okay.
And we're about to drop our extraction olla, which is pretty much our main extraction, just diluted into coconut, avocado oil, and then a garlic chili oil. And this is a 300 milligram dropper that you can just put on any food or use to cook or bake. Or,
okay.
Anything food related, really.
And that's in New Mexico,
That's going to be launched in New Mexico. Here, I'm just going to be doing R&D for a little bit until I can feel the community is getting built, and then we'll most likely drop it as probably for our anniversary, to be honest.
Absolutely. So I do have a question. You said in the last 6 years, you've been through 5 distros.
Mm-hmm.
What has been like the biggest thing you've learned just from the different operations of different distros?
Yeah, I mean, everyone has their own philosophy. Also, like I've had to learn every job per se of what it takes to go from making the product to putting it through distro to getting it delivered to making sure the product sells to making sure the people pay you to making sure the money goes to the distro to make sure the distro receives it to make sure that you know what I'm saying. So it's that ladder.
Yeah.
To do one thing that a person that's in the kitchen 16 hours a day, 80 hours a week, I didn't have time to let me look at analytics and
figure that kind of shit out. Yeah.
So those things always kind of fell through my hands, and because I always trust people to do their job and make it happen.
Yeah.
Because you believe in them and they say they believe in you, and then things just don't go your way. So it's about like setting the standards of how you want to operate. And then I had a chance to do it, or like we did everything. Yeah. And it's 3 of us.
And how was that?
And we did it.
Okay.
But then people started to see that we were doing it with just 3 people and my brand and moving and doing and shaking and doing things. And they were, well, how much percentage? And I'm like, well, what percentage, bro? It's a service. Yeah. Service for service. We're partners. We make it happen. So that's been the learning lesson is partners, bro. To be honest, because we also learned that I can't do everything. Of course. Like as much as it was working beautifully, we couldn't grow.
Absolutely. If you want to scale, you got to come up with a systematic.
Correct.
Something systematic.
So that's kind of what we've been building, and so far, it's looking really good for this year. We have some really solid partners with Dab Daddy, and they've been helping us like structure things and look at it like a real company and not just 3 individuals that know what they're doing, but it's 3 individuals.
Yeah.
Like,
crazy. Shout out to you guys.
Yeah. So
how did that partnership come about? The Dab Daddy one.
They just bought out the facility that we were in, and they appreciate all the effort and time that we put in. And they're like, we don't want you guys to go anywhere. We want to see you succeed, and let's be partners, and we'll help you out as much as we can. And they now do our delivery, so that's off of my plate, and hoping to, they're mass scale facility. So like they have great teams, great flow work, great partners, great communication. It's been game changing for us. Yeah. to where like we're getting more comfortable to be able to do this and not have to worry about other things.
Absolutely. That's definitely, things like this are important. You got to free up some of your time so that you can make this grow.
Correct.
You know, knowing what you know now, going back to you when you started, what advice would you give yourself?
Keep trapping. Stay trapping. Nah, I'm just kidding. Just be careful with your partnerships, bro. I think I lost a lot of time believing in others and giving others my time and my skills for their own benefit. It happened in the thing is, like, if it happened in the food industry, so I knew it could happen, but here is just at a way bigger scale.
Oh yeah.
So
that's for damn sure.
You know, so that's what I would say.
Good advice.
Yeah.
And in 2026 now, shit, it's fucking 2026.
Yeah.
What does your day-to-day operation look like? I know you said it's changing a little bit for you. So what's David? I don't know why I said that. What does Mike's day look like?
Yeah. I mean, right now, like I said, we handle all the operation, right? So if I'm not consistently sourcing and making oil for all of our projects, so that's one. It's pretty much multiple companies in one, right? Like, first I'm edible extractor, right? Oya. So Oya has to be made and has to be certain standards and certain time amount of the month applied to it. Then I also have to check inventory and make sure that all my inventory is on point, and if not, then I have to go back into manufacturing mode so that I can turn that liquid gold into edibles.
Absolutely.
And that just depends on how they sell, but to be honest, I'm on a rotation right now. Like, they're consistently selling out, so I'm consistently making them, but obviously the mango chamoy and the chili watermelon are at a higher rate only because we know that that's like what we're known for, so we're pushing it a lot more, and we're handing out and giving out more promos so that if people do get a chance to try it, they're trying some of the most popular.
Absolutely.
And not just like whatever's left over.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. How did you come up with like the most popular ones?
Yeah, so the chili watermelon is really like our standard, and it's pretty much idolizing the Mexican watermelon paleta.
Okay.
So that was my number one candy. So I was like, if I can turn that into a gummy, it's a wrap.
It's a winner.
So it took me like 6-7 months to get that done. Probably more, to be honest. Like the whole tahine thing is not easy.
Yeah.
If you notice some people are super wet or the gummies are deteriorating, it's because so much more science than just adding things.
Oh yeah.
You know? Then the piña colada was because I gotta have something completely opposite.
Of course.
So, you know, it just made sense. Horchata was a dare that I couldn't do that flavor. And margarita was just like to tie in the line, something innovative, different, refreshing. And that's how that one came out.
So you guys do a lot of R&D on these flavors before you decide to
bring
them?
Yeah,
of course.
I mean, these three, I continuously worked on all three for a whole year.
Okay, wow.
Yeah.
So until you dialed it in just
different
right.
ratios, different, because again, the extract's usually similar. It's just the flavor profile. So, different coatings, different ratios to really make them different and really like complement the gummy itself and the rosin.
Absolutely.
It complements the rosin. It's like crazy.
And you were saying like it doesn't leave a coating in your mouth after also.
Right, because it's just a coconut oil is what we use to extract the cannabinoids and capture all the cannabinoids at once, making it a full spectrum oil. And that's kind of why we wanted to go that route, because I didn't want to have to be measured by what the industry is telling me.
Yeah.
Right? Because when I first started, what was the hottest thing when the rec market got here? Disty.
Yes.
Why? Because people had to stop selling carts all over the country. And now what do we do with all this disty? And what do we do with this low quality stuff that we can't put in carts because it looks nasty?
Yeah.
Well, when an edible, you won't get to see anything. So then the market started to change.
Interesting.
And then what happened? Well, then resin and liquid diamonds started to pop up, and they gave this a bad rep, so they started making more of this. And then what happens when this happened? Well, what happened to the low quality and the shit doesn't look right?
Yeah.
Well, put that in a fucking gummy. And it's just that, well, we have nanotechnology. Bro, whatever you're doing is not more natural than what I'm doing, which is grabbing the flour, grabbing oil, cooking it to a specific temperature, specific time, specific ratios,
Yep.
and making a beautiful oil that can be digested from the top.
Absolutely.
Nothing to worry about.
Yeah.
Besides your body, making, like, going through it, right? Processing it.
Yeah.
And turning D9 into D11
Yep.
to get you high.
Yeah.
Some people don't get as high because they can't make that happen.
Yeah.
But that's why I was like, nah.
So that's been the biggest changes. You've just seen like the trends of what, oh yeah, this is good, and
And the price value, right?
Yeah.
So
yeah,
if it's a district gummy, we need it at $2. If it's
Absolutely.
a rosin, strain specific from the mountains of the Himalayas, top price.
yeah,
Bro, make it make sense, homie.
No,
For us, most accessible, most variety, better dose, more consistency, and we're at the middle. We're in the middle
Yeah.
of the pack.
Absolutely.
We're not the lowest. We're not the expensive. Right in medio.
right in the middle,
'Cause
and
we- 'cause we
quality
believe it.
top notch.
Yeah. I mean, because we make it by hand. So, like, I can put that price. I don't have to. And some shops might have it more expensive because they go off of the full spectrum solvent list. But,
Yeah.
you know, sometimes I can't really change that.
No, absolutely, absolutely.
But it should be a value gummy.
Yeah. And speaking of that, now how many shops are you in right now?
Consistently, we're in like 35 to 40 shops.
Wow.
In a good rotation.
Beautiful.
It's been hard to get to NorCal. We have like a couple of shops there, but I feel like if I can't do the trainings, the PADs, and people don't get to know me, it's just a product that stays on the shelf and it might get sold.
Yeah.
I can't have that.
Of course.
I'm trying to make my image a little better. Maybe do some more education behind what we do. Have videos out there so that I can maybe like visually help the bartender sell
Absolutely.
the product.
Absolutely.
But that's why I told the team, I was like, anything I can get to, 2.5 hours, 3 hours, I'm down because I can go do my thing, get in people's face. I'm the one that does the training. So, like, we never get to see the owner.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
like, I'm right here, baby.
Right here.
You want a picture? Because I'm the biggest billboard.
Yeah.
Just tell me where to point, you
Yep,
know?
yep.
So that's the approach. I've been in the game for a while. A lot of friends from a lot of companies with all kinds of funds. So to see it in live action all
Yeah.
these years, it's like a game. It's like a playbook, right?
Yeah.
Now I'm just waiting for the right coach and the right team
That's it. One
to
play away.
invest. Yeah, and make those things happen. But till then, we plan on doing a lot of activations because, again, I'm trying to be more of a chef and give back to my community, especially my bartenders. So I'm trying to put together some events where I can have bartenders come for free, hang out with me, smoke, eat, watch some soccer, play some board games, just kick it like
Absolutely.
lounge style.
Yeah.
And then just do that progressively so that the community can see, like, I'm still around, I'm still here. I'm just been locked up in the kitchen making these gummies, but, turn the next page kind of thing.
Absolutely. And even though you don't always get to pop out, you do always send your product. Like even for ours, you didn't get to pop out at the industry summit, but you still were there. The people knew that you were there. So we appreciate that. And it shows, bro, So anybody that grinds like that, it's inevitable. I know, obviously, just talking about like how it's hard to even get up to Northern California, but I know you are in New Mexico. Is there any other states you guys have your eyes on?
I'm in talk with some friends from New York.
Okay.
New York's
That'd be a great state to get in, by the way. It's my home
super
state.
interested. There's only one gummy that's doing a 2.5.
Okay.
So we still have a nice little chance to be in there, and obviously our flavors will help out.
Absolutely.
I've always been interested in Arizona market. I think we would do great there. Pretty much like the border.
Okay.
If I could take over the border, that's kind of my main priority. But we do everything by hand, bro. So it's hard to get a team to like listen and put all the effort and stuff, bro.
Yeah.
It's hard.
Quality control.
Yeah, it's hard, bro. Even if you have a SOP and all these things, people don't care. So since we're so artisanal, it's hard for me to like let that go.
I feel it.
But I know that once we get to like 100 shops, it's inevitable that I have to figure out the next step. And Dab Daddy could be that crutch for me to learn and evolve through them.
Absolutely. And still
them.
keep it that artisanal.
Yeah, because we'll still have to do some specific coatings and things like that big machines can't do unless I get the machines that do it.
Yeah, yeah.
Which, I mean, I'm always down.
Of course, of course.
So if the right investment's there, we're always down.
Absolutely. Well, I'm a huge fan of you guys. I love to see you guys at the shows, and I just love how, like I said, you guys pop out wherever you can. So that's important. The energy that you bring to this is seen, you know? So shout out to you. Shout out to your team. And I wish nothing but the best. Anything else that you think the people need to know 2026?
No, man. I'm just super grateful for the community that's helped me get here so far. We've always been transparent, but I've never really told a lot of my story of other things because I don't like to glorify or use things for my advantage. Like I am who I am, and I wanted it to be the work and not feel pity or some shit.
Absolutely.
But I'm super blessed for everyone that's ever bought a bag of Dulce. You are changing my life every day and my family's life. So super blessed, super thankful. And then opportunities like this to get on a podcast, share my story, give some education behind it. And then after that, just follow us on dulce.ca if you're in California, .nm if you're in New Mexico.
Yep.
Chef.Mike Moya or Dulce Mike at Dulce Mike if you want to look at the stories and keep up with the events, because I'm here for the industry. I've been part of the industry, the community, the hard workers, the entrepreneurs. So I'm just trying to like bring that part of the industry back with these gatherings. So just be on the lookout for Kick It Club.
Absolutely.
You know, you guys are obviously invited.
We'll be there, brother.
Please come through.
Hell yeah.
We'll have a great time. Every time we've been part of an event, people pull up and enjoy. And that's all I ever wanted.
You guys did one recently for the holidays that I heard great fucking people are like, oh, great. This is so much fun.
Well, we also just get asked to go to a lot of events because we bring up like the candy buffet, and who doesn't like that, right? So, and the aguas frescas and just like my chef part. Yeah. It's carried me through the
Speaking
industry.
of the chef part, do you ever plan on like doing maybe a infused dinner or just like a Chef Mike dinner, you know?
Yeah, definitely. I know my partners, I've already pitched like, you guys have flour and all these products. We got to do like infused dinners to really showcase the flour.
Bring it together,
But again, at these Kick It Club events, I'm going to have different vendors that do cool things. I'll most likely be cooking it up once or twice. Or you might pull up here and there.
Okay,
You never know, you know. But yeah, just again, super, super thankful. California's been great to me. And we're not going to stop on trying to make the best product with the most transparency in the market. And obviously my Latino community, if you notice, it's mostly spicy.
Absolutely.
Because data shows that we've found our hole, you know, our niche. And we're going to Marshawn Lynch it.
Absolutely.
Take it all the way.
Why not?
Give him the ball, you know.
Yeah.
And be successful. And again, thank you for your platform.
Of course.
You've been crushing it. Now I see why. You have a great
Thank you,
team,
bro.
you
I
know,
appreciate
put you on point. So thank you guys for the invite. I'm always super thankful to be here. And if you guys ever need a chef, you know,
Absolutely.
you know who to call now.
Hell yeah. Are you guys on Weed Maps?
We are on Weed Maps. You can go find us there.
So if you're interested in trying this, go look them up on Weed Maps, see where it is closest to you, and I promise you won't regret it. Like he said, it's always fresh. They make sure it's round all around. They go fill up their stock. He makes it personally. So go check them out. Man, I appreciate your energy. I appreciate you coming out. And shit, that's another episode of the Green Rush Nation podcast, man.
Go. It was a great
go
one.
Make sure you follow them. Do you guys have a website?
Website's just our Weed Maps for now.
Okay,
but our
perfect.
Instagram, you can reach directly to me. So whatever you
Reach out. You're actually talking to him when you talk to him.
Yes.
So just know. Try them. Tell your mother, your brother, your sister, everyone that needs to know. We appreciate all the support so far. We can't do this without you guys, but we will see you next time.
Thank you.
I just had the bluest dream that you've ever seen, and I can't believe that shit was green, cause it hit so clean, and my history is a mystery. I don't give a fuck, I just hit the tree on the 5th degree. We don't pit for free. If you don't got 5, shit, get up and leave.